Substantive faith. Hebrews chapter 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now faith is the key word. Substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith of substance. What is substance? What is substance? What is substance? In the Greek, the word substance comes from the word hypostasis, which means the underlying state of a thing. The underlying state of things. Simply broke down in the English word substance, we find the word sub, which means under, and stance, which means stands, which means that I'm under. Stands, I'm understanding. When you have faith, you have what? Understanding. Understanding. But even let's break down the word understanding. It means you're standing under something. You have an understanding. That means you've exalted whatever it is above you, and you're standing underneath it. When you understand, that there are a lot of when you understand something, it means you have been humbled by the understanding of that thing. You've been humbled. You've been made to know something new, and you look at knowledge as a brother. Therefore, if we were to read that, faith is the understanding or substantive part of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. In the Greek, the word hypostasis has a legal connotation. It has a legal connotation. And that legal connotation is to say a title or deed. The word hypostasis is a legal term used to express title or deed. So if I were to properly translate substance in the Greek, it would be faith is now the title deed of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It is the title deed of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Substance, the word substance, remember what we talked about it in the English, in the dictionary. It says a particular kind of matter with uniform properties. An intoxicating, stimulating, or neurotic chemical or drug. The real physical matter of which a person or thing consists and which has tangible, solid presence. The quality of having solid basis in reality or fact. The quality of being dependable or stable. The quality of being important, valid, or significant. The most important or essential part of something. The real or essential meaning. The subject matter of a text, speech, or work of art, especially concentrated with form or style in which it's presented. It also means wealth and possession. Wealth and possession. These are terms, these are definitions of the word substance. Substance means essential. The essential. So therefore, if we were to read it carefully, we were to read it carefully. Now faith is the title deed, the essence, the meat, the thing that makes it all worthwhile. Now faith is the understanding, the covering, if you will. Faith is the covering that keeps you from hurt, harm, and danger. Faith will create. Faith by itself creates matter. The Bible says, if we keep reading in Hebrews, that we understand that by faith the worlds were formed. God spoke it, and he had faith that when he spoke, the power that was in his mouth would release creative glory, creative power to accomplish what he said. If God himself had no faith in his own word, then it would not have happened. Watch this. If God, we said, the Bible says, now we understand that the worlds were formed by faith. Hear what I'm saying. So God understood that if I don't have faith in what I'm saying, if I don't have faith in what I'm saying about this situation, nothing is going to change. And in fact, he waited for for it to respond to his command because he understood his own authority. One of the key factors about God is that he's not confused about who he is. Watch this. He's not confused about who he is. He has not lost his mind concerning who he is. He knows he is Yah. In fact, God is too relative of a term for him. There are many gods, but there is one Yahweh, one. In fact, if you look in the King James Version, now by all means, Esau wasn't even saved. And Esau understood the power of his father's word. Why do we not? Why do we not? Substantive faith. What are we saying about each other? What are we saying about our job? What are we saying about our financial situations? What are we saying about our spiritual situations? Our substance is what we're speaking. Whatever we see is what we said. If we're not saying and doing the right things, now notice this. God's word is backed up by his character. Watch this. God's word is backed up by his character. It would be foolishness for him to speak one thing and not release the power to accomplish through his actions what he did. Hold up. You don't want me to prove it? You really want me to prove it? Okay, let's prove it. Let's prove it scripturally. If God had not sent Jesus, his word would not be substantive. Why? I gotta prove that. I'm gonna give you the easiest Bible text in the word. For God so loved the world. That's his word. He said, I love you. Substance, that he gave his only begotten son. His word was, I love you. And the substantive action that proved that was that he what? Gave his only son. His word would not be substantive if he had not did what he said he would do. So for all of us that talk about it, see, it's a whole bunch of folk that's telling you to speak, but they ain't telling you to do nothing about it. Faith without works is dead. Show me your works without faith. I'll show you my faith by my works. I can prove to you what you believe by what you do. I can prove to you what you believe by what you do. 1 Peter chapter 1. Verse 7 and 9. Let's look at this. If you have faith, it's not really faith unless it's been tested. It's not really faith unless it's been tested. You can't say it's faith until you believe when there is no reason to believe. Scripture says it clearly. Why does a man yet hope for what he already has? Why would you have hope for what you can see? Bible says it clearly. Let's read what it says. Amen. 1 Peter 1, 7 through 9. The trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto the praise, honor, and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ, whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now you see him not, ye believing, you rejoice with unspeakable and full joy, receiving what? The end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. Jesus saying here that you prove your faith when it endures trial. And when it endures trial, you automatically have the title deed to salvation in your life. We are saved by grace through what? Faith. If you don't have faith in the grace of God, you're going to walk around condemned for the rest of your life. So you made a mistake. Yes, you messed up. Repent and have faith that Jesus is going to fix you and fix it. You've got to believe it. Substantive faith can be proven by what you do. Your faith cannot be substantive. The very first thing I want to teach you is that your faith cannot be substantive unless it's backed up by what you do. Because faith without works is what? Dead. You cannot have substantive faith unless you're willing to do what it takes to produce the result that you want. You can't tell me that you believe and then live any way you want to. Substantive faith. Substantive faith. Christians, understand this fact. Let me tell you some Bible stories. Look at the story of Joshua. Look at the story of Joshua. Now, the Lord told him to walk around Jericho 7 times, right? And he said on the 7th time, shout, right? He told him to walk around Jericho. Now, he walked around Jericho 7 times. But it wasn't until he shouted that the walls came down. You can walk around a situation all your life, but until you speak it, the word speak also means to address. Until you address it, you're going to be stuck in a walking pattern. Some of y'all done walked around situations more than 7 times. In fact, you've been in hell 7 years. And because you never addressed the issue properly, because you never spoke to it, because you won't deal with the real, because you keep putting it under the rug, then you never get delivered from it. You can't find the deliverance, and it's not an issue of your faith, it's an issue of your mouth speaking the faith that you have. You have to understand that when you speak, you know what? I remember when I was a kid, my people used to tell me, you ought to be a lawyer because you're a good liar. See, a good liar can be proven by the fact that he believes his own lie. He's so good that he deceives himself. Now, we understand that anything in the enemy is only a counterfeit of what's in God. If you speak faith in the truth over and over and over again, you know who you're going to convince first? You want me to prove it to you? Where are you sitting? You sit in our John Ministries. Let me tell you the story about John Ministries. I didn't want the name John. I hate it. Remember the first time I said it? Like, I don't even know what John is. I was sitting in my daddy's living room trying to do something because I didn't know what to do, trying to preach the everlasting gospel. Josh was there, a couple other people was there. I started this ministry by submitting, first of all, to the name that God gave me to give. But then, once I started doing that, you know what I did next? I started answering my phone the famous way that I do. You reach out to our ministries, how may I serve you? Our John Ministries, how may I serve you? Our John Ministries, how may I serve you? Our John Ministries, how may I serve you? It became real. God told me before it became real to you, it had to become real to me. Now, you are here today because I spoke the word Our John Ministries. That's the truth. It wouldn't exist unless it existed in me. I had to have faith and have to have faith that it can grow. It will never grow until I gather the faith that's necessary. Hold on. Tell you about faith. The Bible said that faith was the substance means the title deed. Hypostasis, which is the Greek word for substance, means the title deed. Have you ever been able to receive the title deed without the funds to support? How can you, hold on. So that means that when you get the title deed, everything you need to sustain that has got to be in place, right? Your dream, your vision, the dream that God gave you has in it the substance or the title deed that you need to sustain it if it's God-given. Inherent in the fact that God gave you a vision is the ability to accomplish it. See, this is the difference between a dream and a vision. I've taught this before, I'm going to teach it again. A dream is what you do at night, or maybe in the middle of the day when you have nothing to do. A vision is a word on how to accomplish that dream. It is instruction. The Bible never said that without a dream, people perish. It said without vision, the ability and foresight to accomplish the dream. Most of us are stuck where we are in life because our faith is not substantive enough to produce a vision. It's stuck in wishland. It's not something that we're possessed by. We have so many dreams that are laying by the wayside because we don't carry the substance to sustain them. We don't carry, and so if you don't have substance to sustain, you can't have a title deed. You can't own it. Let me make it relevant to you, because I don't just preach dreams and visions and money and nonsense. Most of us have not accomplished true salvation because we don't believe that we can be saved. That's where it's at. You don't honestly believe that you can be delivered. You don't honestly believe that your sin can be defeated. 1 Peter 1, 7 through 9, we read it. We received salvation, though our faith had been tried in the fire. We received salvation through perseverance. Perseverance, the key word to perseverance is preserve. We do not preserve our faith. As soon as a trial comes, our faith leaves. As soon as a problem comes and it's hard to do, we have no faith. We don't want to trust God about our marriage because it's too hard. We don't want to trust God about our love life because it's too hard for God to come through and send me who I'm actually supposed to be with, so I'm going to settle for this Negro, this sister. It's too hard to deal with. It's too hard. We don't want to do it. We have no perseverance. We have no substantive faith, because as soon as a little wind blows, as soon as a little trial goes, we're ready to give up the dream. It costs too much. Can I tell you that Daniel would have never been king unless he had the substantive faith to destroy Goliath? He could have never been king. The gateway to his kingdom was in destroying his Goliath. Substantive faith. Number 2, if you're going to have substantive faith, you're going to have to destroy your Goliath. What is it that's eating at your dreams? What is it that's destroying the plan of God for your life? Why are you not walking in your calling, Uncle Jimmy? Why are you not walking in your callings? Why are you not producing the mantle of relationship in your home that you pass on a monogamous understanding of marriage? Why? Why are you so easy to give up? Why are you ready to get divorced at the drop of a hat? What is it in your life? Where is your Goliath? Where is your Goliath? What is it that you're not crucifying? What is it that you're not killing? Why are you not killing it? Standing there. David is standing there. He's watching grown men shiver. Grown men shiver because this giant is in the field and he's calling them out. He's calling them out. And David, he's flabbergasted. He's heard the stories his whole life. You see, he's a boy. He's still a boy. He's drunk off the stories of how Israel came in with Joshua. He's rehearsing in his mind how Joshua fought the battle of Jericho. He's rehearsing in his mind how his people got brought out of Egypt. He's still on Bible stories, what they would call milk. He got, and he called meat. Substantive faith. David is confused at why these grown warriors, these hardened men. You see, David was the youngest of his brothers, and David watched his older brothers do many feats. He watched them grow up on the farm with him, and he watched them pick up large rocks and move them. He watched them, and he always looked up to them. They're his older brothers. They treat him bad, but he just won't be like them. The reason why they treat him bad probably is because he's always on the foot. Come on. David watches his brothers, these giant men that he had placed in his mind on a high pedestal, quiver like children, and he's like, what's going on? David is drunk off faith. His faith is substantive. But it's not just substantive. You need to read the story. When he finds out what he's got to do, This is what David does about the situation. He goes to the brook, I think it's called Kedar, and he goes to the brook. Don't quote me, I don't remember. Goes to the brook, puts out 5 small stones. Now you know why he picked up 5 small stones? It wasn't because he thought he was going to miss. David knew Goliath had brothers, and he wasn't just intent on slaying Goliath. He was going to kill the whole bloodline. When you read the story further, you'll find out that David produced a generation of individuals who destroyed giants. You'll read that people under his employ and people in his family slew the brothers of Goliath. You'll find that out if you keep reading the story of David. If you keep reading the story of his kingdom, him being a giant slayer produced other giant slayers. His faith gave others faith. So as he goes out with Goliath was talking big and he's shrugging his shoulders like, what you didn't want this little boy out here for me? You don't never seen a boy out here to do a man's job. Won't y'all send me a man? David said, hold up, player. Don't worry about it. I got you. 1 second. Reach in the bag. He getting ready for him. Goliath like, boy, I'm going to feed your carcass to the birds. You don't die today. You so young. You sure you want to die? David, don't worry about it. I know who with me. I know who with me. So he goes in, puts the stone in. There's a swing around his head. He swings it and he swings it and he releases it. And when Goliath sees the coming, he ain't thinking nothing of it. He's still laughing. Ha ha ha. Hits him smack there in the middle of his eyes. Knocks him out. David picks up the enemy's weapon. You know, sometimes when people intend to use on you, God will give you to use on them. God will put your enemy right under your foot. You don't have to worry about it. Just keep with God. So he takes his sword, cuts off his head, and then those quivering men seem to get their legs back. The substantive faith of David begins to fly throughout the hearts of the men of Israel. And the men of Israel begin to rehearse the story of Joshua. They begin to rehearse the story of Moses. They begin to rehearse the stories of Israel and how they had been given this land. Since they had remembered the command of God, the word of God being substantive. See, they had forgotten how substantive God's word was. They had forgotten how they had routed the Philistines. They had forgotten how God had brought them out time and time again and brought them into this land. In fact, when they came into the land, the very first people that they slayed were some giants. You have to understand the story of Joshua. Joshua, having substantive faith, goes into the promised land. Now, they send spies. They send 12 spies, but Joshua and Caleb were part of. They go into the land. They see great bounty. They see grapes, and they bring them back, and they're so big that 2 men had to carry a bushel. And they bring back these grapes, and these men are scared and they shaking. They scared and they shaking. They said there are giants in the land. And Joshua and Caleb say something. It don't really matter that there's giants in the land. What did God say? God said that we can beat these giants. God said that we can beat these enemies. The thing that Joshua and Caleb did is what we have to do. We have to believe that if God be for you, there is nothing that can stand against you. They had to believe the word of God. And when the word of God was mixed in them with faith, it became substantive, dunamis power. Amen. Power from on high. The ability to kill the giants that were keeping them from their promise. Substantive faith. But the men of Israel wouldn't hear it, so they stayed and died. 40 years. They languished in the wilderness because they would not believe God. And so the very man that has substantive faith comes to the front of the line, from the back of the line. God puts him in position to lead Israel in. And when they come into Israel, it's only been 40 years. Giants that had kids and their kids that had kids. Probably by then, you got giants in the land. But they're not concerned about the giants because they know that the word of the Lord said, I can wait out my own. Why do we not? Why do we not? Substantive faith. What are we saying about each other? What are we saying about our job? What are we saying about our financial situations? What are we saying about our spiritual situations? Our substance is what we're speaking. Whatever we see is what we said. If we're not saying and doing the right things, I notice this. God's word is backed up by his character. Watch this. God's word is backed up by his character. It would be foolishness for him to speak one thing and not release the power to accomplish through his actions what he did. Hold up. You don't want me to prove it? You really want me to prove it? Okay, let's prove it. Let's prove it scripturally. If God had not sent Jesus, his word would not be substantive. Why? How can I prove that? I'm going to give you the easiest Bible text in the word. For God so loved the world. That's his word. He said, I love you. Substance, that he gave his only begotten son. His word was, I love you. And the substantive action that proved that was that he what? Gave his only son. His word would not be substantive if he had not did what he said he would do. So for all of us that talk about it, see, it's a whole bunch of folk that's telling you to speak, but they ain't telling you to do nothing about it. Faith without works is dead. Show me your works without faith. I'll show you my faith by my works. I can prove to you what you believe by what you do. I can prove to you what you believe by what you do. 1 Peter chapter 1. Verse 7 and 9. Let's look at this. If you have faith, it's not really faith unless it's been tested. It's not really faith unless it's been tested. You can't say it's faith until you believe when there is no reason to believe. Scripture says it clearly. Why does a man yet hope for what he already has? Why would you have hope for what you can see? Bible says it clearly. Let's read what it says. Amen. 1 Peter 1, 7 through 9. The trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto the praise, honor, and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ, whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now you see him not, ye believing, you rejoice with unspeakable and full joy, receiving what? The end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. Jesus saying here that you prove your faith when it endures trial. And when it endures trial, you automatically have the title deed to salvation in your life. We are saved by grace through what? Faith. If you don't have faith in the grace of God, you're going to walk around condemned for the rest of your life. So you made a mistake. Yes, you messed up. Repent and have faith that Jesus is going to fix you and fix it. You got to believe it. Substantive faith can be proven by what you do. Your faith cannot be substantive. The very first thing I want to teach you is that your faith cannot be substantive unless it's backed up by what you do. Because faith without works is what? Dead. You cannot have substantive faith unless you're willing to do what it takes to produce the result that you want. You can't tell me that you believe and then live any way you want to. Substantive faith. Substantive faith. Christians, understand this fact. Let me tell you some Bible stories. Look at the story of Joshua. Look at the story of Joshua. Now, the Lord told him to walk around Jericho 7 times, right? And he said on the 7th time, shout, right? He told him to walk around Jericho. Now, he walked around Jericho 7 times. But it wasn't until he shouted that the walls came down. You can walk around a situation all your life until you speak it. The word speak also means to address. Until you address it, you're going to be stuck in a walking pattern. Some of y'all done walked around situations more than 7 times. In fact, you've been in hell 7 years. And because you never addressed the issue properly, because you never spoke to it, because you won't deal with the real, because you keep putting it under the rug, then you never get delivered from it. You can't find the deliverance, and it's not an issue of your faith, it's an issue of your mouth speaking the faith that you have. You have to understand that when you speak, you know what? I remember when I was a kid, my people used to tell me, you ought to be a lawyer because you're a good liar. See, a good liar can be proven by the fact that he believes his own lie. He's so good that he deceives himself. Now, we understand that anything in the enemy is only a counterfeit of what's in God. If you speak faith in the truth over and over and over again, you know who you're going to convince first? You want me to prove it to you? Where you sitting? You sit in our job ministries. Let me tell you the story about our job ministries. I didn't want the name our job. I hated it. Remember the first time I said it? Like, I don't even know what our job is. I was sitting in my daddy's living room trying to do something because I didn't know what to do, trying to preach the everlasting gospel. Josh was there, a couple other people was there. I started this ministry by submitting, first of all, to the name that God gave me to give. But then, once I started doing that, you know what I did next? I started answering my phone in the famous way that I do. You reach out to our ministries, how may I serve you? Our job ministries, how may I serve you? Our job ministries, how may I serve you? Our job ministries, how may I serve you? It became real. God told me before it became real to you, it had to become real to me. Now, you are here today because I spoke the word out of our ministries. That's the truth. It wouldn't exist unless it existed in me. I had to have faith, and have to have faith that it can grow. It will never grow until I gather the faith that's necessary. Hold on. Tell you about faith. Bible said that faith was the substance means the title deed. Hypostasis, which is the Greek word for substance, means the title deed. Have you ever been able to receive the title deed without the funds to support? How can you, hold on. So that means that when you get the title deed, everything you need to sustain that has got to be in place, right? Your dream, your vision, the dream that God gave you has in it the substance or the title deed that you need to sustain it if it's God-given. Inherent in the fact that God gave you a vision is the ability to accomplish it. See, this is the difference between a dream and a vision. I've taught this before, I'm going to teach it again. A dream is what you do at night, or maybe in the middle of the day when you have nothing to do. A vision is a word on how to accomplish that dream. It is instruction. The Bible never said that without a dream, people perish. It said without vision, the ability and foresight to accomplish the dream. Most of us are stuck where we are in life because our faith is not substantive enough to produce a vision. It's stuck in wishland. It's not something that we're possessed by. We have so many dreams that are laying by the wayside because we don't carry the substance to sustain them. We don't carry, and so if you don't have substance to sustain, you can't have a title deed. You can't own it. Let me make it relevant to you because I don't just preach dreams and visions and money and nonsense. Most of us have not accomplished true salvation because we don't believe that we can be saved. That's where it's at. You don't honestly believe that you can be delivered. You don't honestly believe that your sin can be, even though I couldn't prove it. Even though I didn't really have an answer to give to the devil because he gave me something I really couldn't deal with. I made a choice to believe God anyway. Sometimes it flat comes down to the choice to have faith and believe no matter what. Substantive faith is simply a choice. Even though it's simply a choice, the choice is not simple. But the fact that it is just a choice simplifies the situation a bit for you. It's simply complex and complexly simple. Substantive faith is a choice. When you're tested, what will your response be? What will your response be? You want substantive faith? Endure trials and continue to believe. It's not going to be some supernatural occurrence where all of a sudden you have faith that you did not have before. It is a choice to believe God rather than man. I wish I could tell you it was something deep and give you another 45 minutes on how deep it was so you could think I was smart. But I can't change truth. It's a choice. What you believe, God gave you free will, and what you put faith in is your choice. What are you going to believe? Joshua said, whose report are you going to believe? We will believe the report of the Lord. Joshua gained substantive faith from the fact that he believed that God said that the land was there. Joshua and Caleb said, we are well able to go in and possess the land. Why? Because God said it. David said that today the Lord is going to deliver your head into my hands. He's going to deliver you uncircumcised Philistine. He's going to deliver you into my hands. He had faith that his giant was not greater than his God. You're going to have the same kind of faith. You're going to have to take God's word for it. I guarantee you he's good for